Hi and welcome Unity fans. In this tutorial we are going to add the door we created in the previous Blender tutorials into Unity 5.6, and I'm going to show you the new features or some new features of the animation timeline. So first, in Blender 2.78, let's prepare this door for exporting as FBX. First I apply the mirror modifier for the door frame. Then I will activate the screencast keys, and I make one object out of these two door handles because they are always synchronized when animated, so we can just combine them to one object and call this handles. Okay, and now I select in edit mode one vertex here at the bottom. Then I move my 3D cursor to that location. Then again to object mode and set the origin of the geometry to that location. Then I switch to object mode again and select the whole hierarchy. This is a cool trick. You press the Ctrl key and select with the left mouse button this icon of the parent object, and then all objects are selected. Then I export it as FBX, the selected objects, and here I am in Unity 5 and can just drag my exported object into the scene, and you see it is not sunken into the floor because the pivot point is at the bottom of the door. Okay, now let's select this door here in the hierarchy and just rotate it around the Z-axis. Very cool, because these are separate objects like the handles here. I can also select these handles and rotate them like that, and the same is true for this little snapper. Let's rotate the door outwards and select this. Oops, where's my door? Where is my door? Here's my door. Okay, and select this little snapper here and move it inwards and outwards, and this is possible because it is a separate object. And yeah, with that hierarchy we are able to create very nice animations in Unity 5, and we will do this right now. But first let me give these handles a bit more of a metallic look. Increase the metallic settings here. Turn down the value of the color a little bit. Yeah, just like that. That's okay. Let's see how it will look like. I think we'll keep it like that, and then we're going to create the animation opening the door. So let me create a new folder here inside of my project and name it animations. And now I activate my animation tab and create a new animation for this door object. Select the door and press create. Then give this animation a name. I will call it open door, and let's start to define this animation in the timeline. I will start with the handles and create my first keyframe for the handles. Let's find it here in the hierarchy. Okay, here are the handles, and select rotation, and you can add the first keyframe like that. But when we enable the auto keyframe feature, this little dot here on the left side, or when I just move here to the next position and change the angle of the handles, then a keyframe will be added automatically. And now when I scrub through my timeline, you can see how this handle is moving downwards. And now I'll do the same for the door. Select the door, and when I rotate it outwards, like that, you can see a keyframe is added, but I want my first keyframe to have a rotation angle for the Z-axis of 0. Then I move to the next position, like here, and yeah, set a rotation angle of, let's say, about 60. Yeah, something like that. And you can move this key around on the timeline and change the length of the animation, or of this particular animation for the door. Now select the first keyframe and press Ctrl C to copy this. And this is the keyframe where the door handle is turned upwards. It has the default position, or the default rotation. And then I copy this after the second keyframe where the handle is pressed down. And now I have an animation where we press it, and then it is released like in a normal animation when you open a door. And let's begin the opening of the door, not right from the beginning. So move this keyframe a little bit to the right, and then you have an animation where first the handle is pressed, then the door is opened, then the handle is released. Yeah, I think that's a realistic animation when opening a door. First handle is pressed, door is opened, handle is released while opening. Looks pretty decent. Okay, but there is one detail, and we want to care for details. There is this little snapper, and when we turn down the handle, the snapper will go to the inside of the door. So let's move it here to the inside. And when the handle will be released, this snapper comes out of the door again. So let's move this outwards at this position. Okay, great. I think we have a realistic animation of a door opening, but very fast. So let me show you a feature of this new animation timeline, of this new animation editor. We can select in a box selection all these keys, and then these handles at the left and on the right will appear, and we can just grab this handle like I do here and scale the animation. Okay, the animation will take longer if I do this, and you can see this is a really nice and realistic animation, even as far as the timing is concerned. So I really hope you liked this tutorial and you got the idea of animating a door. In the next tutorial we will write a script together so that an FPS player is able to open the door, press a key that the door is opened, we will add walls and all the other stuff that makes this thing really game ready. I will upload the whole project to my Patreon account, and you can download it from there for free. Okay, it is just a free download, and I add the link to the description of this video. So thanks a lot for watching, guys, and please subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you soon here on JNM.